my friends. Today is Wednesday, April 27th, and everyone has music this morning at 11:30 because one of the classes missed a couple weeks ago. So Miss Martin is taking all of you this morning at 11:30, so don't forget. Now, when you come into class this morning, we are going to be doing a math problem similar to this one. We are starting on our multiplication unit. So we're going to start with word problems, and here's a similar word problem that we will be working at. So I will create one that is similar to this, but not the same. I'm just going to show you how to do it here. So the problem is Mrs. C is setting up a classroom. She is putting two students beside each other, and there are 4 desks. How many students are there in her class? So to answer a word problem, we're going to start by going to slide 2, and when we get there, we're going to draw an array. Then we're going to write an answer write an equation and answer it using multiplication and repeated addition. Then we finish up that question by writing an answer sentence. After that, we're going to go to slide 3 and check our multiplication by doing the opposite operation. The opposite operation of multiplication is division. So you go to slide 3 and write a division question using the same numbers. So let's get started. So we're going to go to slide 2 first and draw an array showing this question. So we have the important numbers are 2 and 4. So we need an array with 2 and 4. Multiplication array. I'm going to, remember, you just go to the circle here quickly. You don't spend a lot of time. Actually, I'm going to probably move that. I'm going to color it in. You use one color. I'm going to move it up. I'm going to make copies of it. And I'm going to make two rows because we had 4 desks. So it looks like she has 2 rows, 4 desks. No, she has 2 students at each. No, I can't even think this morning. 2 students beside each other at 4 desks. So we need to represent that. So I'm going to make 2 rows of 4. I'm going to have to move these out of the way. Remember, this needs to be nicely, neatly subatized. So rows go across. And we have one extra that we don't need. So I'm going to erase it. So that's fairly neat. Rows go across, columns go down. So we have 2 rows, 4 columns. Let's go back and see what is the next thing we have to do. We have to write and answer using an equation, a multiplication equation, and repeated addition. So let's do the multiplication first. So this is, I'm going to just use a Post-it note. This shows 2 times 4, which equals 8. Okay, and now I'm going to do repeated addition. So we had 2 or 4. So you could do 2 plus 2. You do it 4 times, plus 2. And you can count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8 equals 8. And I also have 2 4s. 2, 4 plus 4, which equals 8. Okay, so we have the multiplication equation. Just going to make it a bit bigger. No, I'm not. And I have 2 repeated addition equations. Remember, these are called equations. So now I have to write an answer sentence to the question in English. Mrs. C is setting up a classroom. So I'm going to start with Mrs. C. I'm not going to say anything about the 2 students or the 4. I'm just going to answer it. How many students are there? Okay, I'm going to answer it fully. Use the text box. Mrs. C will have, I'm going to write it out in words. I would like you to write it out in words. The number 8 will have 8 students in her class. Okay, so we've done everything that we need to do for the first part on slide 2. Then it says check. Go to slide 3 and write a division question using the same numbers. Same numbers, division question. Okay, here's what you would write. Mrs. C. Now you start with the product, which is the answer of the previous question, which was 8. Mrs. C has 8 students in her new class. She wants to have them in groups of 2. How many desks will she need? That's the question. Okay, and then that's good enough, but I think most of you can answer that. Let's just see. 8 students in her new class. She wants to have them in groups of 2. How many desks will she need? Go back, make a circle. Same thing with the arrays. So we're going to make 8. I'm going to put them beside each other a little bit closer as if they're sitting at desks. These represent the students. Okay, now we have the important numbers. I'm going to just underline these numbers. What is important here? I'm going to underline it in red. 8 students, groups of 2. So, groups of 2. Circle the groups of 2. And I would like to see you do this in class. Groups of 2. How many groups of 2 do you have? How many desks will she need? Mrs. C will need 4 desks. Okay. Whoops. Let's put a capital on that. So I'm just going to go back here and change this. Go to slide 3 and write a division question using the same numbers. And solve the question with an array. Oh, we should probably do an equation too. Equation and answer sentence. Good. I've thought of more work for you to do. Haha. Okay, so let's go here. We don't have a division question here, so we should put that in. What was the question? 8 divided by 2. 8 Now, there's no divided by on your keyboard unless you're on an iPad. So we just use this slash, which is right underneath the question mark. That means divided by. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. And there we go. We've got everything answered now. Okay, take a look at this video. I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy your breakfast too, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.